Well, it's a beautiful night in Winston-Salem. And I want to thank all the fans, every single one of them that came out during the storm and supported their Deacons. And I'm grateful for all the people that were here. It really was. It was bad weather, and we had some loyal people show up and support us, and I'm really grateful to all the fans that were out there tonight and the students who came. And it's a really good win for us. It really is. It was one of those wins that wasn't always pretty. It started out rough, but it just seems like every time we had to respond, we responded. And whether it was on offense, if we needed a drive, we got it. Defense, if we needed to stop, we got it. And that's a heck of an offense they have over there. And a lot of it had to do early with the weather, but in the second half, the conditions weren't too bad. And our guys made plays, and I thought they came ready to play, and we had a great week of prep. And it's a really good ACC win for us. So again, proud of our team, and now we move on.
You mentioned so many times last year you lost a lot of games late. This year you're finding ways, and you're getting things done you have.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing for you.
It is, and I just think a lot of our guys have grown up, and sometimes you have to be in that situation once before you can then have success in it. And last year we played a lot of young guys, and I really hope the benefit of doing that would start coming this year, and in a lot of ways it has. So again, really proud of our players. I mean, nothing comes easy to us. It's not like we go out there and hit a 75-yard bomb or get a punt return. I mean, it just seems like every win we get is a grind. But that's the nature of our team, and nothing's come easy, and that goes from year 1 to year 3. But our guys are starting to get rewarded for all their work, and that's what I'm really happy about. I'm really happy for them and our staff. Our staff has worked hard.
I'm sure you won explosive plays for sure, but they kind of grinded out offense is kind of what you want against Syracuse in a way, right?
Yeah, it is, and we made a decision that we were going to try to snap the ball with as little time as possible. We really wanted to. You could see what we were doing. We were very deliberate on offense, and we thought if we could make first downs and keep them off the field and, not just win time of possession, but try to crush it. And I think in the first half it was 17.5 to 12.5, and a lot of that is just keeping our defense fresh because they wear people down.
The game's in the balance the whole way until the 78-yard drive. That had to be really satisfying.
Yeah, and we got the ball. It was about 6 minutes left, and we said, guys, win the game. Go win the game. And then we hit Cam on that corner route, and then we got Chucky on the bubble, and then we had the personal foul that added to it, and then you really hoped that first punt snap wasn't going to come back and cost you, and you really hoped that 4th and 1 fumble on the goal line wasn't going to come back and cost you. Those are plays sometimes that come back to haunt you, and fortunately we overcame those.
Saw John down there shaking his leg, arm out, shaking his hand. Did he get a stinger? What was going on with him?
He got hit in the shoulder, and he was just trying to keep it loose.
Okay.
So when I asked him, "Are you good?" He said, "Yeah, he got hit, and it would tighten up on him. And sometimes if he got hit, it would take 2 or 3 plays for him to get loose, and that's why that 178-yard drive that we opened up with a pass because he was loose.
Okay.
And we just wanted him to get hit and then have to try. That was a play that we had worked on a lot, and when we needed a play, that was something we wanted to go to, and we had Devin Pike wide open on it too, but Cam made a heck of a catch, and that was that put us to midfield, and again, just really, really proud of our team. I really am. You guys have covered us from the get-go. None of this has been easy, and it's really rewarding to see them be rewarded for all their work.
To have a game cornerback in there on a night like this has to be a good thing.
He's a grinder, man. Now he's a grinder. He's a thumper, and that 4th and 1 we got, and just tough yards down the end zone, and I think what's really good is how well we played without him, and now you get him back, and there's a reason he's our starting tailback. So Matt Colburn has done a great job in his absence, but Cade is a really downhill guy for us and pushes the pile and allows us to play ball control.
Syracuse had one decent drive early. What does that say about your defense tonight?
Played well tonight. Played really well tonight. And again, certainly had concerns going into it because, the other Power 5 teams we've played, have all thrown the ball against us and got off the fast start. So it was, we preached fast start all week, and then we sailed the punt over his head. And I don't know what Dom was thinking. We dodged a bullet on that one. We really did. Could have been 7-0.
Talking about your defense, one guy that's been consistent all along is Duke. Talk a little bit about Duke and what he's done for you.
He's a factor every single week. You got to account for him. You got to block him. You got to slide the protection to him, and he allows us to get other guys free.
He went down a couple times tonight, got back up, and then went and got back in there. Is that just a tribute to his toughness?
Yeah, I wish he wouldn't go down, but
I know.
but he gets back up and gets loose, and so he's just keeps going.
On Cage, you needed that last touchdown drive you had. You needed 1 yard, and most of the time you went in between the tackles. You bounced him out. That's an unusual play for him, but he made a lot out of it, right?
He did. Yep. I mean, you're I don't know if it's a question. You're stating a fact, and I agree. I mean, he bounced that one play. They were pinching the tackles, and he bounced it and hit the seam, and he had really good vision on it.
And that for one time was what you called on that too, right?
What's that?
Was that what you called on that, or did he just read it?
Well, it was a zone play that they pinched everybody, and that's built into the play. So it's a play that if the end stays wide, we'll hit between the tackles, and if they pinch the ends, we'll bounce it.
It seems like you got a lot more pressure tonight from your getting the quarterback. Made him hurry a few throws. Sacrifice a few times. You got to focus on that.
Well, not really, because traditionally they don't hold the ball. They are such a quick strike, quick throw offense that they a lot of times negate a 4-man rush. So we were blitzing a lot just to move the leverage of the tackles in the ends and try to change up the looks for the quarterback. So a lot of with them is they go so fast that it's hard to really disguise stuff. So we were trying to disguise it, that we were trying to show them one thing and bring something else. And when you guess right, it works out well, and when you guess wrong, they've got an uncontested throw.
You mentioned the concerns about the secondary. They have in the opponents tonight. I think Syracuse had to be 25 yards. They were averaging almost 5'11".
Mm-hmm.
Did you go all the way with Henderson? Henderson once?
Yeah, he played the whole game.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just
Tell you what, he did not play well at Indiana. To his credit, he really bounced back last week at NC State and played better. I really loved his response. He didn't play well at Indiana, and he's a freshman. And you always worry if those guys are going to bounce back. And the next week, the amount of film he watched, the amount of preparation he had, and he gave up that late fade at NC State, but other than that, he played pretty well. And so today it was just his game. We were going with him.
Have you seen Markel Lee play any better than he played this time?
I've seen Markel play well a lot, Dan. I mean, I got to watch the film, but Markel Lee has played well a lot for us. So, maybe I'll watch the film and say that was his best game. But
He has some numbers.
yeah, so he's a good player.
Just how important was Amari's interception? You can see he gave up the big
Oh
run.
my goodness, huge. Yeah, I mean, you're going from, you have a lead at the half, and you're about to go down 2. And when I saw that guy open, I'm like, oh man, they got it. And he just jumped up and made a play. So, the visions of the Indiana Hail Mary were in my mind, and he caught the sucker this time though, so that was good.